Before we start, can I request that the brothers and sisters try to move forward a bit more because we're having more people join us later. Thank you. So with that, Bhante, we look forward to knowing how to break through our meditation.
Namo Buddhaya. Good morning to all of you. And I'm so happy to see you all here today in this conducive environment, Buddhist fellowship, on inspiring Sunday. So, it is indeed a blessed gathering, auspicious gathering, when like-minded people gather together to do good, to practice good, and to be good. So, this is indeed a wonderful occasion, auspicious gathering. I hope all of you will able to find your breakthrough with the sharing that I'm going to commence. So listen closely and pay your attention. Today our topic, as you all may aware, how to have a breakthrough in my meditation practice. As a starting point, I would like to emphasize, probably you may have heard these upcoming tips or advices that I'm going to share with you. Probably you may haven't heard, but the most important factor, if you have heard, and you need to check whether you have used all those techniques to make a breakthrough in your meditation practice. So if you haven't heard those tips that I'm going to share, you can use them when you are going to practice your meditation. So first, I would like to start with a checklist. So this checklist will be the introduction, and also these are the points that I'm going to share with you all in detail later, right? So this is the first question in our checklist. What is your meditation practice? Probably you may practice metta, loving kindness meditation, ānāpānasati, the breathing exercise, or some awareness meditation practices, different kind of meditation practices, right? So we are going to check and pay more close attention to what is your current meditation practice, because it is really helpful, clear and vivid understanding of your practice to break through your current situation. And so the second, have you consulted a meditation teacher or the meditation teacher? Later I will explain what is a meditation teacher and the meditation teacher. So checklist number 2. So before we start this explanation, probably you now can have some understanding, right? So what are the requirements? And the third one, how do you spend your day? You are not spending 24 hours your day with meditation, right? Probably half an hour or 1 hour, maximum 2-3 hours. How do you spend the rest of the day? Define the result of your meditation practice. So, in order to have a breakthrough, your daily activities also plays an important role. And the fourth one, what kind of a person are you? I'm asking what kind of personalities that you are having. Depending on your personalities, you need to choose the most suitable meditation practice to continue your meditation. Knowing about yourself is the best thing will enable to achieve anything. So meditation also the same. And what makes you worry? Do you have any kind of worry, and do you have any kind of doubts about yourself? And how to overcome this worry and doubts? And the sixth, have you tried 4 bases of mental power? So there are some process in Buddhism for you to practice and reap the benefits. So in your meditation practice, you can go through these 4 processes. Probably it may help you to make a breakthrough in your meditation practice. And number 7, have you tried 4 protective meditations? There are 4 kinds of specific meditation which gives you some mental calmness and gives you a solid foundation with your background, with your current meditational practices. So have you tried those 4 meditations? What are the requirements for loving kindness? This one following up question from number 7. So later we can go and elaborate. Do you know what are the requirements for loving kindness meditation? And the number 9, when was your last meditation retreat? So these are the 9 points that I'm going to elaborate, share with you why these 9 points are going to play a pivotal role in your meditation practice. The first one, what is your meditation practice? I'm sure that all of you are aware there are 2 forms of meditation in Buddhist meditation practices, Samatha and Vipassana. These Samatha and Vipassana meditation practices are divided depending on its practice and the results. So these are the practice method, right? Samatha meditation practices mainly focus on one-pointed meditation. So you can't let your mind to go through other mental thought processes. You have to focus on one-pointedness and choose one subject or meditation object and focus on it. The result is tranquility, calmness, and some certain kind of joy and happiness. And in Vipassana meditation, the practice is mindfulness, being aware, but it is not one-pointedness. You can see what is happening in your environment, your mind, what are the objects or sounds that going through your ears, and what are the smells that you can feel through your nose, and all kind of bodily sensations. And also what is happening inside your mind. So when you practice mindfulness, there is a calmness and also there is some certain kind of joy, but the most important aspect that you are going to receive is insight. Those are the 2 different methods, and why do we need to clarify these doubts? Otherwise, you may practicing Vipassana meditation expecting result of one-pointed meditation, right? Or else, you are practicing Samatha meditation, you are expecting results from Vipassana meditation. You need to have a proper understanding on these 2 meditation practices. So now you have to contemplate with your practices, daily practices, what you are going through. And the second one, have you consulted a meditation teacher or the meditation teacher? Why I have mentioned a and the? It is because you see the when it comes to meditation practice, there are different kind of meditation techniques and traditions, right? In Burma, there are different kind of meditation teachers who emphasizing different kind of methods. If you are strictly following such kind of meditation practice, meditation path, you need to clarify your doubt with that respective master from certain meditation traditions. And even in Sri Lanka, there are different kind of meditation practices, and teachers are emphasizing importance of meditation and meditation object. So you need to clarify your doubt in that respective tradition. In Thai meditation traditions, there are different kind of meditation practices, and you need to clarify your doubt with your meditation teacher. But if you are practicing commonly just common meditation practice in daily lives for your well-being, not with the understanding going deeper into the jhanic level, probably these sharings may helpful for you to develop your day-to-day meditational practices and to have a breakthrough in your meditation practice. I do not want to go through the names and respective meditation masters. Probably you may have aware there are different kind of meditation practices, right? So you need to clarify your doubt with your meditation teacher. And the third one, how do you spend your day? So friends, in Dhammapada there is a wonderful stanza. Susukangvata jivama verinesu averino, verinesu manussesu viharama averino. So in this world, there are different kind of people and different kind of people with different kind of characteristics, right? Some people are hasty. They are always in demand and need things very fast, quick, and you need to keep up with them. And when you are going in such kind of a journey, probably anger may about to arise, right? When things are not going with the phase that you wanted to be, you may come up with some thought processes which incline to anger. Why anger comes up? It is because it is directly take some certain aspects of our human culture, that is being ungrateful. There are some people who are not aware about what is gratefulness. Recently I went to another talk with the youth group, and I was talking about loving kindness meditation. And in loving kindness meditation there are two kinds of practices. The one practice is to practice loving kindness just like we did now. And there is another method that you can kindle some certain thought process. If you do not feel that gratefulness in your heart, that loving kindness or the warmth inside your heart, you need to find out some certain moments that you felt such kind of appreciation towards others. Probably towards your mother and father. They are going through such a difficult life in order to treat us well. So when you have such kind of understanding, you are being grateful towards your parents. But when I ask, do you feel in such manner? They say, no, it is their responsibility as a mother and father. So how can we have to develop such kind of grateful thoughts? Then I ask, do you at least, some people they do not appreciate human being, but they even more liking and caring about animals. Do you have some certain affection towards your pets and animals? Then they say, yes, I do have such kind of affection. and they are very grateful, and when I feed them, they are nodding their head and tail and showing some affection. At least you can appreciate such kind of gratefulness, because these animals have such kind of gratefulness towards their respective masters. So if we can't see gratefulness, or if we can't find out gratefulness towards our mother and father, at least we may able to appreciate our friends, our teachers, and at least this nature, these trees gives us oxygen, right? At least you can be grateful towards these plants and trees. So when you start such kind of thought, slowly you can enable and open up your grateful heart towards your mother and father, friends and family, and all those. So this way of living is directly connect with your meditational practices. So when you are living as a happy person here in the society, it turns out to be that you are becoming a kinder person. When you are kind, you are not too demanding. When you are not too demanding, you have some appreciative qualities like gratefulness. So when you have such kind of good qualities, it eventually benefits in your meditation practice. So if you are more tolerant person, or a kinder person, or a grateful person, your meditation practice may have the ability to go to the next step, the breakthrough and joyfulness in our heart and mind. So this is important. You need to be aware about your day-to-day activities. How am I spending my day? You are spending your whole day with your mobile phone, or you are having some grudges and hateful thought, and then you have 1 hour of meditation, you run away from all those thoughts and sit down, and you are expecting to have a breakthrough inside your meditation. You think it is going to be a reality? No, it is not, because the meditation is a part of our daily life. That is why we need to practice awareness and mindfulness. When we are mindful, we can control our thoughts of anger, ungratefulness, and this fast-paced kind of bossy kind of character. We can control it. When we are controlling it, that we know that we are aware about our mental thought process. So living here as a good human being is one of the key factors for your next upbringing or next level of your meditation practice. And the fourth factor, what kind of person are you? So you need to have a proper questioning, deeper questioning about yourself. So according to Buddhism, there are 6 kind of characteristic types, personalities. So some greedy, which mean the lustful character, anger, and deluded. So even though it has been mentioned in these characteristics, it doesn't mean that when you are a deluded person, you never gets angry. All those other characteristics also in your character, but the most of the time, one of the character comes and plays around. That character you need to be understand and address. Depending on your character, you can choose your meditational object. Commonly in meditation practices, anapanasati, the breathing exercise have been taught in all the different kind of meditation teachers. It is because it has the ability to reduce greed, anger, and delusion in our mind. And those who are having faithful kind of character, intelligent character, and ruminative character, probably you may question, why should I meditate breathing in and out, because you are a kind of intelligent characteristic that you are holding into. So you question everything. If you are such kind of character, the commentary emphasizes the importance of knowing about 32 body parts of your body, because he likes to be challenged. So you can go through the challenging process, or else you can think about the what do you call the Patavi Apo Tejo Vayu, those solidity, liquidity, and air, and all those kind of how this body is being formed. So this kind of intellectual side you can go and dig down deeper. And if you are ruminative character, you may always wondering what is happening around and all those things, right? So if you have such kind of character, you can practice some certain faithful meditations like Buddhanusati meditation, and when you are increasing your faith, those ruminative character may reduces. And the fifth one, what makes you worry? Usually a meditation practitioners, when they are having this doubt, probably I may not enjoying my meditation session, and happiness is not meant to be for myself, and maybe my past karmic actions preventing me from achieving my next meditation step. So these kind of thought processes are in some meditation practitioner's mind. So you have to overcome that mental process, and some may think about not because of the past action, because previously in this life I have committed such kind of wrongdoings, and those are the effects that why my meditation is not in progress. Probably you may suffering from such kind of thing. And some people are worried about, this is also a widely spread understanding. When we are meditating and when our meditation is going very well, some unseen forces come and disturbs us. So this kind of mental thought processes are also appearing. Those are more like cultural understandings. But in order to have a breakthrough, you can always start with loving kindness meditation and forgive yourself. Of course, as unenlightened human beings, you may be prone to do negative activities, but the Buddha even allowed Angulimala, who killed over 900 human beings, right? So you haven't killed, I suppose, even one human being, right? So you can be excused. You can forgive yourself and not to do the same mistakes again, and continue this path to be a good person, to be a better person. So forgive yourself and settle down all the issues with you. If you are still wondering, you can go and read the sutta called Lonapala Sutta. In the Lonapala Sutta, the Buddha advised how to overcome your strong karmic forces by making your mind into a widespread, a bigger mind. So whenever we are being worried, our mind becoming smaller. When our mind is smaller, we are revolving around the same thoughts. It is going to be a great danger if we continue worry about our past. The Buddha says, Atite nanu sochanti nappa jappanti nagata paccuppanne yapinti tena vanno pasidasi. You should not worry about what you have done in the past. It has already done and gone. And don't worry about the future. Unseen things may disrupt your meditation. Just live in the present moment. This present moment is the only real moment. So this moment has no worries about past and no hanker about future. You are living here and now. So this experience, this method can be used in order to overcome if you are having such kind of mental worries. And the sixth reason, have you tried 4 bases of mental power? So these are the powers that which preached by the Buddha. Chanda, Chitta, Virya, Vimamsa. Chanda is the will, the willingness. Probably you may meditate as a practice of everyday doing, but the willingness is not there. This is one of the reasons why you can't meet your desired goal of happiness. For example, recently I started learning Chinese. So at the beginning I had a very strong willingness and I dedicated myself for practicing. And slowly when the time passed by, what will happen? The enjoyment disappears, new vocabulary coming in, the lessons are getting even harder. So I still practice 30 minutes or 15 minutes per day, but that enjoyment is not there. When I'm not enjoying, those lessons are not going deeper inside my mind. The ability to memorize is slowly fading away. So you don't follow my method of Chinese practices in your meditation. You can always encourage yourself and have this ability or willingness for meditation practices. And whenever I have such kind of mental attitude, I think about my process, why I started taking this Chinese, this course. It is because to converse, to keep up with other my friends, because I have lots of Chinese friends. In my college days, I had lots of friends and I had no opportunity to learn Chinese. Right now, I'm picking up some Chinese phrases and daily basic conversations. So whenever I do not feel that energy is with me, the happiness is not with me, I go back to inside my mind why I started this meditation my Chinese course. Why? It is because I wanted to learn and I conditioned my mind again and again to support my task. It is just like sometimes early morning you want to wake up. You already wake up, but your chanda or the willingness is there, but the mind is not settled, right? I want to spend some more minutes on the bed, rolling and lying down and all, right? So the mind is not settled. And when your mind is settled, what happens? The energy comes. Virya. That is how this process proceeds to the next step. When energy is there, we just wake up and clean our bed or arrange our bed again. And then we are going through with our other activities. But if it is not there, then you can again go to the Vimamsa, investigation. Why you are being so lazy and why you do not want to wake up early morning? It is because probably you may slept last night after midnight. So even though you have chanda, the willingness, and you have the chitta, you do not have virya. So whenever you investigate what is the incident that behind this process, why I can't wake up even though I have desire, then you can go again and condition your mind, strong will and energy, and with the investigation, you will be able to achieve your desired goals. So you need to go through this process, whatever desired goal that you want to achieve. And then the seventh, have you tried your protective 4 meditation practices? So these are the protective meditation practices: Buddhanussati, Asubhanussati, Mettanussati, and Marananussati. Buddhanussati means contemplating the qualities of the Buddha. This is a good meditative practice which gives you faith and also some certain security in your mind. And Asubhanussati, this is also a meditation practice which will enable to reduce your lust and desires. And Mettanussati, the loving kindness. It has enormous benefit, which we are going to talk later. And Marananussati, you can think about the death also. Here, death is being used in Buddhism as a positive factor in order to energize us. So, in modern days, that there are some terms that they have been using, getting ready for the worst case scenario, right? So, according to Buddhism, what is the worst case that can happen to a person? Death. So, when you know the death is the worst case, you are getting prepared yourself. It is a positive implication of the death. And then, when we go to practice this Mettanussati meditation, these are the benefits that have been highlighted. The number 8 is important. Mind can concentrate quickly. So, it will enable you to have a good meditation session whenever you are meditating. So, you can practice those 4 meditative practices as a protective and some base of your meditation practice. I'm not going to read out all the other 11 benefits since it is important. The number 8 is also important here. So, the 8th factor, what are the requirements for loving kindness? Now, you can go through this, right? You need to be honest and upright, gentle in your speech, meek and not proud. You need to tick. This is a survey also. Okay, how honest you are, how upright you are, how gentle in your speech you are, meek and not proud, contented. All those 12 qualities. Whether you are having these qualities. Now, this is a meditational prerequisites for meditation practice, especially for loving kindness meditation. So, friends, probably you may think, if I check through this list, I may never going to experience a bliss in my life, in my meditation, and I may never going to break through my meditation. But don't worry. Why? Even though you think that you can't achieve all those things, you can achieve all those factors when you go to a meditation retreat. That is why the last question or the requirements, when was your last meditation retreat? Why? These meditational practices are specifically for calming down our mind, mental calmness and mental clarity. Even you are, now I really appreciate that if you at least practice this meditation for 20 minutes per day, 1 hour per day. So this is a very good dedication. But in order to have a breakthrough and in order to have a quick results, you need some solid foundation and also you need to have a proper meditation retreat. When you are in meditation retreat, that you can see, you can achieve all those here mentioned requirements, right? When you are in meditation retreat, you are being honest to yourself and you are upright. You are gentle in speech. In some meditation retreats, you are not allowed to speak, right? Therefore, the requirements is even higher. And meek and not proud. You have nothing to be proud of because you are depending on others' food. Usually they are the one who preparing food, right? So you can't be proud of yourself. And contented. Probably you may given only 2 meals. You have to be contented with whatever the things that you are enjoying inside this meditation retreat. And you are becoming a person which is easy to be supported, right? If you are with your mother and father, your husband and wife, You have so many requirements, right? Not easy. And when you are in meditation retreat, you are not over busy. And you are simple in your living and tranquil in senses. So this process is to tame our mind and to give a proper breakthrough in your meditation practice. So don't worry. Keep up with your meditation practices. Whenever possible, if you have a time, please join with meditation retreats. And these meditation retreats, there will be a teacher. You can follow and you can clarify your doubt instantly, every day. So whenever you are giving instruction and whenever you see your other fellow meditators are meditating, it gives you some certain form of energy. Collective energy is important. That is why many people are going to receive results in meditation retreats. And whenever you are coming out from meditation retreat, you can see the positive changes of your life. Probably first 1 week, you are less talking and you are less engaging with outside activities. But slowly, when the power and the warmth of meditation retreats is fading away, you are back in your lifestyle, old lifestyle. You can see the difference, right? This is why it is the Buddha and also the monks are asking you to engage in more meditation retreats and practice. But if you are having some doubt, I'm sure you will be able to clarify your doubts following these methods. Try those protective meditation and try those 4 kind of power. Question your mind, what kind of character. You are a morning person or a more evening person, right? Some people, even though they go for meditation retreat, they always complain. Morning they can't concentrate, evening can. So if you are such kind of person, don't stress yourself to meditate in the morning. It is going against your natural way of life. So you need to be aware what kind of person you are. And sometimes you are thinking about food and all those things, and early morning you are so sleepy. All those things are not going to help in your meditation practice. You need to have a proper physical and mental preparation before the meditation. So your daily activities also important and your other requirements also important. So if you can go through this checklist, if something is missing, probably that is what holding your meditation breakthrough, and that is what holding your happiness. Therefore, let's make a breakthrough in your meditation practice. And I would like to share in brief what my meditation journey. And I entered to this monastic organization age 12. And after I came to this meditation, my educational and journey as a monk, I also went through the episodes of sloth and torpor, sleepiness, and as a novice monk, you probably can understand and empathize me. As a young boy, when they were introduced to this kind of restricted and also some certain kind of environment, Buddhist environment, so it is quite hard. But slowly, with the gradual practice, we were able to understand and appreciate the meditation. One specific incident I would like to mention. What is the major breakthrough in my meditation practice was, in my educational institution where I was studying as a novice monk, they organized meditation retreat for teachers in that area. So they were expecting to have 50 over teachers, but unfortunately there were only less than 30 teachers. So 20 seats were empty. And our teachers, since there are 20 seats, they asked who is willing to join with the meditation. So I raised my hand. It is not because I enjoy meditation. It is because that day I was not memorizing my stanzas, and later I had to recite all those stanzas in front of the teacher. So I thought this is the wonderful opportunity for me to escape from memorizing and recitations. So I joined with this meditation. But you see the conditions. When I went to this meditation retreat, when I going through this meditation process, one day this meditation master asked us to practice, giving instruction to practice Chittanupassana, watching your mind and appearance of your thoughts, how these thoughts are appearing. And he used wonderful technique, and it struck me very deeply inside my mind. You suppose now you are sitting in front of a TV screen. When the TV is on, that you can see advertisements and episodes, teledrama, songs and everything, right? So when you close your eyes, the same thing happening inside your mind. All those previous episodes come and goes, and it enables another thoughts to appear. So it struck me really well, and this meditation session was my first breakthrough in my meditation. I really enjoyed, and I was able to see this, how these thoughts appear and disappear, this process. So that is the day that I convinced myself about the clarity and the importance of meditation practice. Following day, I wake up automatically early morning, and the meditation, other monks were still not in the meditation main hall. So I was doing my walking meditation, and while I was doing walking meditation, I saw a very big rat, huge. And suddenly I got scared. All calmness and all those kind of happy kind of mentality suddenly disappeared within 1 second when the fear struck inside my mind. So following after that, I tried, but I was not able to get that clarity and calmness. I went to see the meditation teacher, and I explained it to him what had happened to me. And I told him last night I was able to meditate very well, and I woke up very nicely and without any alarm or without any support of others. So suddenly I got scared, and I want to enjoy that happiness again. Can you help me? The teacher, he said, "Why did you join this meditation session?" And I do not know whether he knew or not. Somehow he asked me this question. I said, I wanted to escape from reciting and attending classes. So he said, don't you think that it is more than enough for you to be happy about this meditation retreat? The simple things that we can always enjoy. Do not worry about the happiness, whether it creates again and again. Just go through with your meditation process. No, who knows whether you will be enjoy or you are not going to enjoy. It doesn't matter. The practice is important. You can practice. And it was my first experience of my meditation, and since it is time already 11:15, so probably when we have another opportunity, we can share more about my meditation journey. Somehow, I sincerely hope all those checklists and all those information will helpful for you to achieve your desired goals and to have a breakthrough in your meditation. The most important thing, when you go to meditation retreat, don't accept anything. Don't expect anything that you are going to receive. That is what the main point that I learned. I joined with this meditation session to run away from my classes. But I received the happiness because I was never expecting to have such kind of bliss. Probably you can run away from your daily activities for a meditation retreat. Think that you are running away from your daily activities and busy life. Don't ever expect that you are going to be receiving a joyful experience in your meditation. You have to be very clear. Expectation is not going to help in your meditation path. Thank you so much.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhante. Now we have about 10 minutes for Q&A. So would anyone have any questions or would like to raise a clarification with Bhante?
Thank you, Bhante, for the wonderful talk. My question is, can we practice different meditation, like which you have mentioned just now, different types, and also non-Buddhist meditation, and what are the pitfalls, what are the things to avoid, and how to go about doing such multiple meditation practice?
I think you mean the common meditation practices where those so-called awareness and mindful practices, right?
Plus other meditation, plus non-Buddhist meditation.
Yeah, I think I have no idea about what is non-Buddhist meditation practices because I have learned only Buddhist meditation practice, right? So I can't answer that question. Somehow, if you are correctly practicing meditation, I'm sure that you will be able to reap the benefits. But you need to know which direction that you are going. It is only about happiness, or it is all about have some blissful experience, ecstasy and all those things. It is okay, but if you are practicing those non-Buddhist kind of understanding, so if you are following this path, you need to question that there is another method in Buddhism to know more about who you are, and the most fundamental question and important question according to Buddhism, understanding who you are and what is happening here and now. Because whenever you go meditation session and joyfulness and all those things may help you, but it does not last long. Once you are standing up from the meditation, it is not there. It's just like a temporary having some certain kind of joyfulness. But there are some understandings in our life, like when you go to Vipassana meditation, you can have some insight. That insight is more important than the happiness. Happiness also important. Even more important than happiness, it is because we are not practicing sitting down meditation for entire our life. We have to go with the people, walk with the people, talk with the people and associate people, right? Whenever you are having anger, stress and all those things, if you are insight meditator or practicing Vipassana meditation, you can see your anger rising and you can control it, you can be aware about it, you can eradicate it. So that kind of understanding is even more superior for my understanding. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions from the floor?
Good morning, Bhante. Thank you. Can I just ask, what is that name of the sutta you mentioned?
It is Lonapala Sutta.
Can you spell that?
Lona, Lonaphala. Lonapala.
Oh, Nolapala. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Any other questions?
So if there are no any other question, I would like to highlight another important aspect. When I say that knowing about yourself is important, it is not only the 6 characteristics in Buddhism. Personally, I experienced once when I was studying in my college in Komingshan, they had what you call a leadership program. In this leadership program, they have some certain assessments. So when we go through this assessment, I got to know there are something that I never experienced or I never knew about myself. It is that my characteristic nature is something like, it is not disturbing others. I mean, I would like to hang out and go and see my friends. I can never study long hours like some of my other friends. Probably you need to understand what kind of character you are. This will help you. So even though I study in 30 or 1 hour, do my thesis or assignments, I still can hear, and when someone comes to my room and asks some question, I can answer and all. But there are some of my classmates, when they are focused, that is a very strong focus. Even though you go and talk to them, they do not answer. And then later they come and ask me, hey, did you come to my room? Then I said, yeah, I came. Then why you came? I just came because it's my characteristic type. Now I understand, right? I just came to see, yeah, that's all. And then they say, sorry, and he was engaging in his thesis work. And I said, it's totally okay, because I can understand. And when I understand this kind of 2 characteristic behavior, and when our college introduced us a meditation retreat in Burma, so we all attended. So this time not to skip my classes. Now I'm enjoying my meditation, right? So that is the first time. Now I am more matured in meditation. So I enjoyed this meditation. Then I attended this Burmese meditation retreat. So in this Burmese meditation retreat, 𝐻𝐴𝐢𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐮, that meditation master, probably you may have heard. So he was instructing to meditate about what is happening around, awareness and mindfulness. So the sounds, whenever sounds appear or any kind of sensation, you label it. Okay, sensation, sound, sensation. When your mind becoming more calmer, the more wide range of sounds that you can capture, sensation that you can capture, the more you aware. And suddenly, when I was meditating, this thing happened, that suddenly all those sensations and everything started moving very fast and zoom. It is right in front of me, inside my mind. All those processes are happening inside this mental object, and my awareness behind and observing what is happening. I do not know how long I spent, and it was a wonderful feeling. And it was not beyond the wonderful feeling that I'm realizing, and I have that insight how these thoughts appear and disappear, and all those things are there. And at the end of this meditation retreat, we were sharing our thoughts and experiences with the Bhantes. And those who are like me and my characteristic type, they were all enjoyed their meditation retreat at that under that meditation master. Those who, now I know about my classmates, right? Those who are having the ability to concentrate, they didn't enjoy that meditation retreat. It is because there are some suitable meditation objects for depending on our characteristics. So if you know more about yourself, you can choose the most suitable meditation type. This may helpful for you to have a breakthrough and to receive the joy that you are expecting. Yeah. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhante. The clock is actually slightly fast, but we are good for time.